thank you to our sponsors in the upper right. We have our Zerg player. He's down 1 game. He's very new. If he can make it out of this and make it out of this group, it'd be huge for his career. His ID is
MVP Sniper.
looking a little bit more composed there than he was after that loss. In the bottom left, we have the richest Protoss in the world. His ID is
SKMC.
You know, every time you say that, I'm waiting for Richard Branson to walk and throw a glass of water in your face and say, I play Protoss. Because I think he would be a Protoss player.
So you saw that clip where he threw that glass of water in Colbert's face?
No. What?
Dude.
No, of course I saw it. Why would I say that he threw a glass of water?
Well, I don't know if you just heard about it or if you actually saw the clip.
Oh, I saw it.
So my question's like completely reasonable.
You're unreasonable tasteless.
I'm an unreasonable human. I couldn't believe that clip, man. I was like, oh my God.
So funny.
I was like, you are a child. All right. Don't take these stats down here too seriously. I mean, 2 to 3 to 5 to 4. I mean, they both have, fairly, nobody's dominant on this map. Nobody sucks on this map.
Yeah. MC has shown a lot of skill in the past on this map, even playing macro games. We saw him notably, I think it was a few MLGs ago, beat...
Oh, hi to Dimitri Mike Scott from Florida. I'm like just now proving that I can read. I'm like, all right, bring it on. What next, guys?
Yeah, I guess you are.
I'm like, watch this, and I tie my shoes. Next, I open up a can of beans, like just...
Not one of the ones that require
Tasteless challenges himself with remedial tasks. Proving to the world he's not mentally handicapped.
Good work, Tasteless.
Yeah, no problem. Note MC actually, because he made that pylon over here at this expansion, which will be canceled, of course, he's actually kind of intentionally supply blocked himself. Mm-hmm. That's one of the ways that you can tech up. You can actually supply block yourself. And when I say that, normally we mean it in a bad way, but in this case it's just, all right, well, now he's going to let the Nexus finish. He's going to get a gateway, get his gases up, all that stuff. Sometimes we see players who are very probe heavy when they do the fast expand, and actually the Nexus later to get that extra pilot up and let that finish. Yeah. Which one do you actually prefer? Because I actually prefer the way that MC does it.
Yeah.
I like to get the tech up really quickly, and I do like to get that pylon down there at that expansion, so I can have, for me, like a feeling of control over their options. I feel like I can limit it.
Sure.
What do you do?
I actually prefer the more probe-heavy approach, and they have different things that they're good at. So I mean, both are very valid. Like MCs, for instance, if you want to do or have the option to do like a super sharp 2-base timing attack, his way is going to be better. He's gonna. His whole build order just kind of fits together in that way, where you're going to optimize it for the attack. Whereas, if you're going to do the more probe heavy, that's going to give you a little bit better economy overall and make it easier to, let's say, do a third base and get your macro going. So, both quite valid. And he can do both, but he almost always does the 18 of 18. This guy, he'll stop at 16 or 18 probes for a long time comparatively to other Zergs, whereas you see some players like Guinea Pig of old, Sase even, go for just a lot more probes, not stop. Sometimes they'll have their Nexus a little bit later, of course, because they have made all those probes, but
right.
the economy is a little bit better for them.
Well, we're going to see exactly what the tech path is here for MC. The cybernetics core is done. The question is, does he throw up a bunch of gateways? Is he going to Stargate? And then once we see what he's doing, because that's one of the things that's cool about, when you do this fast expand build. Once you see him fast expand, same with Terran, doesn't mean you know exactly what they're going to do.
Yeah.
There's so many options.
Definitely. Right now, Sniper playing very standard, getting his Roach Horn out.
Yeah, and remember, MC kind of punished him for playing so standard last game. Yeah. If you play too standard and you don't prepare yourself for drastic measures here, that's how you lose to stuff like what MC did in game number 1.
Totally. MC going up to 4 gates. He does have that +1 attack almost done, so he could do some Zealot pressure, but he doesn't have a probe out on the map. No pylons anywhere. Looks like it's unlikely that he'll do so. Is getting double gas that Overlord will in fact see. And you know what? He hasn't made a Twilight yet either. So this is... I'm interested to see where he actually goes from here. Okay, Robo. I think he's going to go ahead and expand from here. Just, you know, Sentry heavy. Has to have that robot so that he can get Immortals. And this is probably going to be a very safe third base.
Nice switch from, you know, game number 2, which was quite the opposite.
Now...
Well, Zerg's going to go ahead and get his gases at his first 2 bases here. Now he's continuing to, well, now he's going actually for some roaches and lings. And, yeah, I mean, it's going to be a little bit of downtime here. I do like the Stalker out here to get rid of Zerglings and Overlords. If you control that Stalker well and they don't have Zergling speed, you can kill
a lot.
Like, a lot.
It's pretty crazy, actually.
Yeah. And of course, if you lose that Stalker, then it's terrible. But
yeah, if you lose a Stalker to Slowlings, you're just going to feel bad. You're bad, and you should feel bad.
You should feel terrible.
Well, we do have an Immortal on the way.
And this is what we're talking about. See, the Stalker is actually just able to get away here. Now, I don't know about the Zealots here with this many roaches.
Well, it's 2 roaches, and with the Stalker there, he can kind of punish the roaches a little bit if they try to kite it. It does just push it back. I mean, this is just like one of those small skirmishes that doesn't matter all that much in the grand scheme of things. They're both trying to get ahead slightly. And
I mean, nice control here with the Lings. And this is the thing, when that Ling speed finishes, yeah, and now the Protoss is going to have to be pushed back.
No, I mean, that was pretty even overall.
Right.
By the way, we actually have a lot of sentries and Immortals still being made and 4 more gates popping up. Now, this is going to bring it up to 8 gateways. We have seen people in the past make a Nexus off this, and I truly wonder if we're going to see that here. Yeah, it does look like it. All right, so it is going to be that expand.
The Infestor pit almost done here.
I like that choice. I really do. You know, the way that MC likes to do this when he takes an expand off this is he actually... It looks like he might just be trying to show off his probe. Okay, no. I was a bit nervous there. I'm like, am I actually wrong on this? But he has a lot of sentries. He has 10 sentries right now, and he continues to make Immortals. In fact, this could be a 3rd Nexus cancel. He's making,
you know what?
He's making
Actually,
a
could
Warp
do that.
Prism, in fact.
So he's going to cancel that and suddenly have a big round of a big warping round here.
He's going to let a force cancel occur, in fact. Like, he could have saved that, guys.
Yeah, he could have put a bunch of
force fields
around there.
That was on purpose that he allowed that to happen because, yeah, you can absolutely force field that off and then end up killing a ton of Lings and be like, whatever, I have 10 sentries. But, yeah, when you make that many sentries, this is a tricky little move. Right now, Sniper might think he's ahead.
It's kind of similar to what we saw in game number 1. But a different technique to it. He's focusing on, okay, I have a couple of Immortals out here. I have a lot of Stalkers. And
there's so many sentries. That's the backbone of this
Absolutely.
army. Sniper now knows what's going on. He canceled his hatchery, making a bunch of spines. Spines very good against sentry attacks, of course.
And this time it looks like he's going to attack into the 3rd base here.
Oh, man.
Whoop, he's got to get back there and cover that.
And Sniper has to be so careful. If he loses any chunks of his army, the game is automatically over.
All right. Now he's going to come up here. Oh, this angle's pretty good.
Yeah, it is. And, I mean, he's going to try to flank this, but there are so many force fields. Well, this is one thing that's actually good is force field on 2 sides is hard, but that's a ramp
here. Yeah.
Beautifully done. And right now, Sniper has to buy time to get those roaches up from the bottom. He's going to have to target those rocks down, but in the meantime, a lot of damage being done. The sentry's taking a lot of damage from Fungal Growth, so if he can throw one more, bam, a bunch of sentries do go down. And now he's down to just 6 without very much energy at all.
Roaches at the bottom are going to finally come up here, but is it too late? The Immortals dishing out a lot of damage. They're trying to target them down right now, but I just don't know if it's going to be enough. There's still 2 more Immortals remaining, and I do believe this is it. I think Sniper's actually out to 2 base all-ins. Really nicely done here by MC.
You know, Sniper still does have some units out. He's still making 10 more roaches, getting that burrow movement once again, but the force fields are almost gone. So is the hatchery being warped in very smartly. MC realizing he does have to keep that ramp force fielded. The roaches come down, could be difficult to deal with only 1 Immortal left over.
And he should, another force field over here. He can actually just leave 1 or 2 sentries up here at the ramp and actually just go down to the 3rd as well. And I kind of feel bad for Sniper, but you know what? MC's the guy who's dishing out the right strategies.
Yeah.
Oh, burrowing under here.
For a movement coming into play, but that's not enough roaches to do anything.
Yeah.
Bringing up drones from the 3rd. Nope.
Well, even if he held this off, I mean, MC could just make another army and attack in here again. Can't have 2-base Zerg against a 2-base Protoss. That just doesn't actually work out.
Not normally. Well, poor Sniper, GG, and it looks like he is unfortunately out of Code S. Such a promising way up to Code S, and then such a disappointing fall. Ouch. MC, really nice on those 2 timing attacks. That was a very tricky one. He even tricked the commentators who got to see the whole screen. Were like, yeah, it looks like a 3rd base. What is this 8-gate thing? What's going on here?
Oh, wow, look at Sniper.
Poor guy.
Talk about crushing defeat. He got so far, and then he was taken out there by, I think he's even choked up a little bit, just taken out by MC back there.
First try in Code S and that happens, it's rough, man.
Well, it kind of started out at GSL. It's just, it's cool. It's starting out in StarCraft 2, fun, esports, yada, yada, yada. But now it's at the point where it's like, well, now it's really hard to stay in Code S. It's really hard to be a pro gamer. It's so competitive. It's so difficult that, these guys, they devote months of their lives, years of their lives training for moments like this to get this deep into the tournament, or into, something like Code S, the most prestigious tournament in the world.
And that's a rough way to go out. Do you think most of his practice games were like him dying to 2-base rushes? No, not really.
Well, nerves are a factor as well. I mean, let's face it, MC is like, he has so much experience. It's like that outliers factor. It's like he's done it more than everybody else. He's been to more lands overseas. He's been in Code S forever. Where you get somebody like Sniper, who's really good, but experience can sometimes be as important, if not more important, than having the right strategies set up.
That is so true. So well said.
Well, we're going to go on to our final best of 3 here. We're going to see who's going to go up and who's going to go out here in the GSL Code S. So stay tuned. Oh, nice. More zealots.